Welcome back, folks, to Tales of Equestria, Misty's Island. We're here. Hey guys, what's been going on? I'm your host DM, and let's get started. We're late. We're already late. So, what's been going on? What's been happening, Hug Papa?
Quite a bit of stuff has been happening. Since we do have a player who is here who missed a few seconds, I'm just going to go ahead and recall what he needs to know.
Getting serious echo from you.
I took care of it. You shouldn't get serious echo from me anymore.
Okay, good.
So for Xander's, the important part that you need to know that happened while you were away. We had a flashback to the ball scene when everyone is gathered around the table eating. We were given a mission by Celestia and Luna to start a farm on this island to begin a trade route between this island and Equestria. Specifically, we're looking for passion fruit and cinnamon mango plants to begin growing and producing for Equestria. That's specifically why you were chosen to accompany this expedition. And we already have 50 preserved seeds for passion fruit, but we have yet to find any cinnamon mangoes.
It would be a cultivar. It's a marvelous joke.
Time to maroon me on an island.
Something's been going on with your character, Silver. What's been happening?
So, we found some rocks. I pulled some rocks down. Well, I pulled the gold plate down to try and solve a puzzle, but nothing happened, and then the captain decided, hey, pull the rest of the crap off, and I did, because I'm a good boy. Thing is, I broke the ice crystal thing, and the fire crystal thing, when I pulled it out, made me not able to feel anything in my hands, which I've been pointing out literally every day on the ship to everyone that will listen, but no one listens.
Well, I mean, nobody can diagnose you, right? You say it, but like everybody's like looking at your talons, and nothing's wrong with them. Right?
And then I broke the ice rock, and my left talon is now blue, and I've just frozen a freaking penguin and turned him into a crystal penguin.
And there's one more thing that was broken, remember?
Oh yeah, I also broke the
He's been breaking a lot of stuff. He's just been breaking a lot of stuff.
It was the ice crystal, and I forgot what the other one was. Marble.
Oh, yep. This was a marble sphere.
Orb of marble.
So you guys
also,
landed.
I'm playing on a phone, so that's why my camera's not working, because my computer has stupidity.
That happens from time to time. You guys land on this beach, right? And on this beach, you have like 3 penguins who are walking down the beach. Butters began playing a nice little tune. They weren't impressed. They weren't impressed with Butters.
And like Silver was trying to get them to stay because, hey, cute penguins, he likes it.
Yep.
And then he fucking freaking froze it.
Remember language. Remember language. So
I did.
Okay.
Like after I said it, I did.
So he went up and touched one of the penguins, and the penguin pretty much just froze over and fell over. During this process, it literally died. And then it transformed into what appears to be some sort of crystalline, icy penguin creature. It's see-through. You can see through it.
And everyone's scared of me, and I'm scared of me, and I'm about to be marooned on an island.
And everybody's currently staring at poor Silver, who is kind of like, I don't know what's going on. And everybody's like, I don't know what's going on. So this is the scene in which you are stepping off the boat, Xanders.
I have the blue talon of death. death and reanimation is a crystal thing.
Interesting.
So Captain, right? Captain Jack Spot Sprints, like staring at you, and he's like, he has the blue spot. He's got the blue spot. He's cursed, I tell you, he's cursed. Look at him. As he like glances at the penguin, right? And this is where the scene opens, on the beach of Misty Island. Of course, mist is ever present, and of course it's a subtropical beach. See palms, all types of manner of exotic and foreign plant life here, compared to Equestria, mainland Equestria. What, if anything, do you guys do?
I honestly don't know. I still can't think of what to do.
Well, currently the crew's freaked out, right?
I'm freaked out.
Yeah.
I am equally scared of this hand.
Butters, do you do anything? Last time I saw you, you were poking at the map in Silver's backpack, correct? With your tentacle.
Yes, he was.
Like, the only thing I can think of doing is just bolting.
Good.
I could bolt, and then I end up, like, right in Fire's paws. Fire, I don't know.
No, you don't know what fire is. Just know who Lord Fire
Friggin'
is.
Firefox would probably find me with my luck.
Butters is going to keep an eye on Silver, still keep his 10-foot pole out as he hooks Penelope back. And he's going to
How the hell are you
walk.
holding a 10-foot pole?
Collapsible?
Yeah, like that. I don't know why I didn't start wondering about this till now. You're a horse?
He's going to keep the pole in between, like pointing at Silver as he walks to keep an eye. But he is going to walk inland. He still needs to gather rations. He doesn't know what to do with Silver, and he doesn't want to get too close to Silver, but he still has a job to do.
Silver's like slowly backing away towards backing away from the rest of the crew.
So the crew kind of like gather around and start talking about you, right? In hushed whispers. What is Xander's doing during this time?
Isn't he still on the boat?
Oh, he came ashore, I thought.
I think I can be sure. I think I'm gonna walk up to the newly transformed creature and examine it.
Sure.
Oh, the crystal penguin that I made?
Yeah.
The penguin is currently walking away from you. What do you do? In order to investigate it, you will need to either charm the penguin to stop it, right? Or a mind roll to just like figure out what's going on. So charm it,
I'm gonna
deposit as it's like literally following its companions down the beach.
Dude,
I'm
the
gonna
other two
kinda
penguins are
wave and
so
say,
confused
"Excuse me?"
when they see this guy.
Excuse me, can I talk to you a moment?
It squawks at you.
I don't understand.
Do you speak animal? Or penguin?
Probably not. Let me see.
That is a skill that you can have. Speaking of animals, this is a skill you can
wait.
achieve.
I think I have something
What do you got? Give it to me.
cool. Because I picked up the stair last time.
Oh, that could work.
Okay.
I feel kind of bad doing it, but
Currently, it's just a penguin walking down the beach. What could possibly go wrong with the stair? So go ahead. Use your mind magic on this poor penguin who's just been... Excellent.
Nice.
The penguin freezes in place. Tell me, this is the first time we've seen the stair, right? What does it look like?
Well, it kind of looks like this.
For the audience at home, he's literally staring into the camera. The penguin freezes in place and allows you to examine it, right? You stare at it, and it stares right back at you.
It's pretty convenient.
look at
'Cause
him.
you just need to look at
And
it.
he looks at me. And I look at him. And he looks at me.
Do I notice anything?
Roll me a mind, since you are currently examining it, correct? You're currently examining this penguin icy creature. That's a crit.
Will you explode?
Yeah, that's
Will your
even higher.
burst?
8.
Okay. You know that when you saw a fire fox, it was made out of fire. This creature is made out of ice.
And so is my left hand.
And so is Silver's ice talon.
Oh.
I've made.
I stopped staring.
The creature like shakes its head, right? The ice penguin like shakes it off and starts walking down the beach again, following its companions.
And like Silver, like this entire time, has just like been backing away.
Yeah, the party's not approaching you, and you're not approaching it. So the penguins, walk off. Anything else?
I'm going to approach Golden.
Silver.
Silver.
Yeah.
Gold and silver.
Yeah,
same
he
thing.
switches. Like he switched the name. It was messing with me too earlier.
At your request.
Yes, thank you. By the way, thank you.
Like, just realize that fox was made of fire, and now you're turning things into ice.
Yes.
So maybe we
Didn't
could
mean to.
fight back against the fire if you keep turning things into ice. Only friendly things.
That was not a thing I was thinking about. I was more thinking about how am I going to convince these guys not to strand me here.
That is a current issue right now. They are currently speaking about marooning
they
you.
think I'm
I
cursed.
haven't
and they
gotten
don't
that
want me
far yet.
to
They're
but I
currently
need to be
talking
on
about
that ship.
marooning you. Yes.
What? What?
Captain Jackspot turns to Blueberry and says, "Should we leave him behind? He's a danger. He could do that to the ship and sink it."
No. Please.
Blueberry's like, "I don't know what's happening. What's going on? This is beyond me. I'm a unicorn. I know magic, but I don't know what's going on." And I think this is where we get the curious running shadow. Right? She comes up to you, right, and she touches your talon if you allow her to, Silver.
I like jerk it back like no. Oh, shit, I dropped my phone. Shit.
Okay, roll me a body as you're trying to avoid her touching your talon. She's only a die 6. Ha!
Oh no. Oh, yay. I think I'm safe.
I will
then.
spend it. I'll spend a token.
I
of
think I'm
friendship
safe. No.
Yes. However, you do avoid that. However, like she stumbles and falls, and Silver, if you don't reach out and catch her, she's going to take some stamina damage as she like trips over like a clamshell, right? And she's like hurrying to touch your thing. Are you going to reach out and grab her to keep her from falling?
I sort of like throw myself under her a bit, I guess, so I don't touch
Sure.
her with my talon.
Sure, roll me a body as you try to like
Yeet.
catch her. Yes, easily slide
Yeet.
under and catch her.
I am now a pillow.
You are
I am
now a
very
pillow.
built to be a pillow. I am fluffy.
So Running Shadow collapses upon you, right? So she's currently trying to grapple your wrist, right?
I'm like holding it as far away as I can.
So you got a scene of you got
Keep
your-
away, but I'm not holding anything. Keep away, but it's just my hand.
Okay. You easily block her from touching your hoof or your talon, and she's like,
Don't.
"Let me see it. Let me see it."
Don't. What if you?
That's so cool. You can do magic. Usually it takes like a unicorn horn or something, or some sort of artifact. Let me see it.
What if you end up? What if you end up like the?
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Like I am like he's like visibly terrified, like trying to keep her from touching his talon.
She's currently got you, right? Because you're underneath her, right? She literally like fell on you. So she's got you pinned, so you can't run away. As you're trying to like one hand her, right? And
Just like just sort of like block her hooves with my one right hand that can't
Yes.
feel.
And you are currently succeeding. What are you doing, Xanders, as you are like putting the puzzle slowly together?
I'm gonna look around the shore from where I'm standing. See if I can spot any other benevolent creatures that could be used in our army of ice.
You want to run an experiment? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a mind as you're like looking around. Yeah, you see like clams, fish, crabs, small crustaceans. Ever so often you see like a small little ice pod in the water. You also, in the distance, you see seals and seagulls and beach chickens. You see all types of stuff.
Everything. You can see
There's
seagulls
silver.
going, mine.
Could you try doing that to a tree? That's actually a great idea. Yeah, do that to a tree.
Oh, grab a tree and freeze it?
Yeah.
Is that what you do, Silver?
I can't.
That is true. Running Shadow has currently got him pinned, waiting to see his talon. And he's currently like holding out his paw. To
I'm
stop
just like
it.
trying to shove it into the ground.
You can
while
push her off
shoving-
of you. You can attempt to push her off.
Just like trying to bury my talon.
Yeah, just roll to push her off. Roll body.
No,
and it's like, wah, get off. Yeah, you use your pusher off. She like slides back, right? And so she allows you to get up, right? And then Xander has asked you to touch a tree. Do you go over and touch a tree?
Go touch that coconut palm.
What for?
Quit. I want to see.
All right. Give me a sec. I'm dealing with mobile BS.
Do you want me to just grab your character and push it over?
Nah, it's cool. I got it.
Okay.
It just takes some finagling. Bloop.
Xanders, if you want to put yourself in the boat or wherever the penguins once were,
I try to like purposely freeze the tree.
nothing happens. You literally like touch the palm, right? You're literally like patting it, pat. Nothing happens.
Like grab, trying to shove cold out.
Yep.
What?
Everybody's
Or
like
pick up a
staring at
coconut.
you, right, as you're touching this thing, right? And nothing seems to happen. You're literally touching it with your cold hand. And once again, it feels like, as you're like touching against yourself, it feels like ice cream, right? Like cold ice cream as you pat yourself with your own hand. And you realize that's like, it's not dangerous, right? Whatever happened,
Pick
you're
up-
not sure what happened, right?
pick up a coconut and toss it to you and say catch.
Roll me a body check
You
as
what?
you toss him a coconut.
A cookie?
A coconut.
That's a cookie.
Oh, a coconut.
Yes, I found a
Silver.
cookie.
Try to
On
catch
the
the
beach.
coconut with a body check. Yeah, you easily catch the coconut.
Anything happen?
Nothing happens.
That's a shame.
Damn it, I wanted everything to be turned into ice and crystals and death.
Just
Why
like,
is it happening?
damn it, I wanted a new crystal empire.
Yeah, and everybody's like
I
staring at each other, right? It's like, it's not working, right? I mean, they literally saw it work, like no more than a minute ago. And now it's not working.
Oh, does it
understand.
only work on animals?
I
Or just
probably have
those
some
animals?
squirrel or something in my saddlebag. I take out a squirrel with my left talon as he says that. Just like, maybe... Just like, take out dead-ass squirrel.
Okay, you take out a dead-ass squirrel. What
And
do you
you
do
have
with
a
a dead-ass squirrel?
Try to freeze.
Nothing happens.
Like,
Maybe it's just those penguins. Penguins, whatever.
maybe it's subconscious?
Good.
Alright, Silva, think about freezing all the time. And you'll be fine.
What were you thinking about when you touched that penguin?
Basically, what my brain is gathering from this is just think about making everything freeze and nothing will freeze. Stop thinking about freezing and things freeze.
Interesting.
Like, always try to freeze everything you touch. Never not try to freeze things, or else you will freeze them.
So they're like, okay, well, we've tested it on a tree, we've tested it on a coconut, we've tested it on a dead animal, and we see you touching yourself. Who's willing to risk getting touched?
I mean, clearly running Shadow is.
Yeah,
But you
that's
stopped
pretty-
her. But you stopped her.
I look to her like, are you sure you want to try?
Roll me a charm.
I
Are you trying to convince her to, or what?
no. I'm asking if she still wants to.
Oh,
Yeah, she's
That's a
kind of
good
the one who's
question.
trying to convince.
well, I mean, she's not as excited as she once was, right? She was watching you like play with the coconut, touching the tree, and touching the dead squirrel. She knows where your hand's been, right?
Wanted to get frozen. She wanted to get frozen.
Yeah, she's an elk, and she's like watching you playing with the dead squirrel. She's kind of grimacing at this now. What do you do? Are you trying to convince her to like, hey, let me touch you? It won't be hard to convince
No.
her. That's what you're trying to do.
No, I wasn't. I was just asking if she still wanted to, but since she doesn't, I just sort of like put my talon back down and just.
Yeah.
So, can I say?
Everybody kind of shrugs, right? It's like, how do you feel? You said you can't feel in your hands. Was this part of the blue jelly jam that you were sticking your claw
No,
down in?
I haven't felt in my talons since you made me take the firestone.
It says the stone's back on the ship. I've touched
Yes,
it many times. It hasn't done anything for me.
Only when I first pulled it out of the pedestal.
Strange. Does it? I don't know what's going on. Maybe you're cursed.
If it were anybody but Silver, I would go, gee, you think, but it's Silver, so I don't. Maybe.
He looks back at Blueberry and he's like, Blueberry, do you think you can do anything for him? She looks at you and she's like, this is beyond my capabilities. Maybe somebody back in the homeland might be able to help him. And she's like, shrugs. And she's like, I don't know. There might be help here on this island. Who knows?
Well, I don't think he's going to be freezing the ship if he can't even freeze a coconut.
They're not in agreement as they're like considering this, right? It's like, is he safe to bring aboard? I don't want my ship to sink under the water. That would be terrible.
I'm just like constantly in my brain as I walk. I'm just like, think about cold, think about cold, think about cold, think about cold.
So
I'm
this
pretty
is an
sure
important
the ice
role.
floats anyway.
Silver, are you trying to convince the captain and the crew that you're safe to come aboard?
Yes, because I do not want to
Roll me a
be
charm.
aboard an island. Of course, my charms
That's what
are
it comes down
bad.
to.
Yay, it's not.
I'm going
oh,
to spend 2 friendship
Yeah.
tokens.
Oh, an upgrade.
Oh,
And
yay.
the
Be a
forces of
D20 now.
darkness grows
right?
just a little bit more every day. That's
Well,
so
it's more.
definitely-
It's a D8 for me. My charm is a D6.
No,
I
he
think
gave you 2, so that means you roll a d20 instead of your normal
Yeah.
die.
upgrade.
Oh, damn.
And then 3 means you automatically pass. So roll a d20.
I thought it was 2 was reroll with an upgrade.
Yeah.
That is an upgrade.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah, it's good enough. He's like, I don't like it, but I'm not one to abandon my crew. He says, fine, fine. You keep an eye on him, Blueberry. You too, Xanders. This is your crazy idea. Keep an eye on him.
sure.
I know.
Thank you, sir.
He says, very well. Let's go into and get our stuff done. Who knows what else bad things could be lurking on this island. All right, and we shift over to the map. Unless you guys have anything else you'd like to do.
Butters is still out foraging.
Excellent. We'll shift over.
Do you want me to make a roll for foraging?
Yes, go ahead and roll me a survival or, was it foraging, plants, whatever. We've got new music. We're going to be testing it out and seeing how it is. Yes, Butters, you get 6 days worth of what are you hunting for? Or gathering.
He'll gather vegetables this time.
Excellent.
I do a tiny bit of hunting for myself, like occasionally seeing if I freeze anything, but mostly just getting prey.
Sure. Roll me a sweet survival. Or mind.
Body.
If you like.
Mind.
Well, how are you
Same
hunting?
difference.
That's a good question. If you're using your body, right, to hunt down, chase prey, then it's body. If you're trying to hunt, like actively look for stuff, then it's your mind.
I mean, technically both. That's how hunting is, but I'll go mine. They're the same die anyways. Hey!
That's
Hey!
that's pretty good.
Why did that roll an 18? The heck?
Okay, so what exactly are you looking for on this island?
I mean, okay, so it rolled a d12, so it'll just
Whoa, wow, that's kind of
Oh, I think I get what it did. It
added.
yeah, it rolled a d20 because it exploded the d12.
It was 12 and then it turned into an 18. Yeah.
Jesus, I hunted everything.
What were you looking for?
Mostly just prey and seeing if I froze anything as it died or whatever.
So during your hunt,
Has
nothing
anything
freezes,
frozen?
right? Nothing freezes during
Just
your
your
hunt.
heart, apparently.
Just like
During your hunt, it is very successful. What is it that you get? That's so good.
just small game mostly. I don't know, honestly.
So during your hunts, you also receive like a pelt, right? Like a beautiful pelt of a snow hare.
No hair. That
A
works.
white snow hare pelt.
This could
It's an
be
item that
useful,
you
like-
receive during your hunt.
Can I like try to? Okay, so like while we're wandering around, I'm gonna try to like fashion that into like some kind of crude glove thing, wrap around my talon for safety.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a mind as you attempt to craft this. Well, yeah, easily.
Oh my god! What are these rolls? That's awesome.
Nice rolls. You craft a snow hair glove. You can actually make two. So if you like two gloves, you can.
I'd like at least one set of claws. I'd like at least one claws working.
Excellent.
I'm just trying to cover the blue claws so I don't freeze anything on accident. I'm so gonna freeze this freaking glove at some point.
Drax, or Xanders, what are you doing?
I think I'm gonna forage for fruits and vegetables and alchemical.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll me a mind as you're searching, or was it a herbalist skill?
Probably key knowledge plants.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep.
Really keen.
It's all right. It's not amazing, but you do find 4 days worth of. Let's see here. What do we got? Said you're looking for food, correct? You find 4 days worth of dragon fruits.
And like
Was that
Silver's got this glove done, and he's just like,
Look, that even no, I can't freeze anything even on accident.
Yeah. It seems well
trying to
protected, well guarded.
improve their opinion of me.
You do have like these little white mittens that you're currently wearing on your hands. So Running Shadows like walks up to you and like rubs the fur on your talons. She's like, "Ooh, so soft." Unfortunately, Silver, you can't feel it.
I cannot feel it, sadly, but if it prevents me from freezing things, that's good enough in my book.
Silver, you just gotta let it go. Let it go.
I was waiting for the Frozen reference. I was waiting for it. I knew it would happen at some point.
Anything else? Night begins to descend upon you as you are gathering your treasures that you have gathered from the bounty of this island.
Butters is going to
like the rest of the campaign.
Butters is going to check on his bush pie.
Are you going back to your ship?
Yeah, I thought we were going to head back. Are we?
Are you? That's a good question.
I'm fine either way. I'm just happy to not have to freeze things anymore, and I'm happy to not have been marooned. That would have sucked.
The crew keeps a wary eye on you, right? Just a wary eye on you. But they make no more hostile actions towards you, like talking about marooning you. But they're just watching you.
Just like trying to not freeze the glove. Think about cold, think about cold.
You guys go ahead and jump back on your boat. That night, roll me survival as you jump back on the ship.
Big sleep.
Awesome. Nothing terrible happens. Go ahead and place yourselves as you continue to move.
I'm now afraid that a nat 1 mind check would cause me to freeze the boat.
No. So you have a safeguard, right? So your glove would freeze first before anything else does. So you kind of have this safeguard.
And I have an extra backup gloves. That's also useful.
Yeah, you have 2 pairs. So something to keep in mind.
I have 4 gloves out of 1 pelt. Holy crap. That was a big bunny.
Well, I mean, you did really well. The fog passes, right? As you make your way through the oceans of the Misty Island. What do you guys do?
Butters is going to check on the bush pie and make sure that it's
Butters, I need you to roll me a mind as you notice this strange plant. Yeah. You notice like it's starting to grow strange appendages.
This is why you don't put a living being into your plants.
Those are living beings.
He's going to get Xander's to take a look at the bush. But first, he needs to get Xander's prepped to examine the patient. So he's going to make sure Xander's has on the lab coat and the stethoscope and the patient chart that Butters has been keeping.
Xander's, you realize, like, this thing has been being fed, cups. Yup, cups. Right?
Living cupcake monster that tried to eat Butters. And then
roll me a mind. Well, this would be herbology.
Herbology.
Is that
What
correct?
the heck?
What are these fours?
No,
It's a
that's not
D12.
crit. Yeah, it's not a crit. Butters, you're not sure what's going on here. This is kind of weird. This isn't normal plant behavior. And the stuff that you might be close to thinking about would be like a Venus flytrap or, you know, stuff like that.
We're
That's like the
turning the
closest
pie
thing
into a
that you
predator. Oh no.
What is this?
Butters is going to make the motion of him cutting it with the shears and then throwing the bush pie into the air and then it landing on the ship.
Why?
That's a great
Butters
question.
shrugs.
That's a great question.
Why?
Butters puts a hoof up and he runs into the kitchen, or runs up to Penelope, and he's going to pull out a whipped cream pie and bring it back down to the bush pie and put it in the. And then he's going to give Xander's a hoof up.
Venus pie trap. Equus pie trap.
Drexon, roll me a mind to like interpret Butter's strange, exotic, weird behavior. Yeah.
Butters is a very interesting character.
So, in consideration, right? You're thinking that this thing, whatever it is, it's not just a plant anymore, right? It's starting to get the
It's alive.
essence of life.
It's alive.
It's our alive.
It's a pie.
You've heard of this before, Sanders. Don't forget, you're aware of timberwolves and stuff. Plant life that does come to life. You've also heard of ponies being turned into trees.
So he brought me over here to check on the plant, which I don't actually understand.
Oh yeah, this is. You didn't roll high enough. Let's just be clear. You didn't roll high enough.
And he's been feeding him these yup cups.
It's literally just cupcake backwards.
Where cupcakes eat you instead of you eat cupcakes. Did you miss that episode where cupcakes eat?
He did.
Party? Okay, all right. So yeah, that you missed the part where the cupcakes attempted to eat the party. They tell you about this. Tell them.
There was a cupcake in an abandoned town, the first town we tried to stop. We went in to check it, and Silver was eaten by a giant cupcake. The cupcake sprouted tentacles and an eye and tried to eat the party. We defeated it, and Butters brought back all of its pieces for rations and has been eating this plant, the pieces of this creature. And
Yeah.
Butters has devoured most of it himself.
The
pretty
cupcake
morbid.
ate Butters, and Silver went full barbarian and just barreled through it and destroyed it.
It's a very delicious sentient cupcake.
Xander has decided that he doesn't like any part of this story.
There's like an entire retelling on the ship that was like a nat 20.
Yeah.
It
It was heroic.
It was
right?
great.
It was awesome.
So you probably
Xander's-
you probably watched the show that Butters put
Yeah,
on.
so
It's a
you
full
didn't
play,
see the
a
attack,
full
you watched
heroic
the
play.
show, which was pretty much a dang near perfect retelling of the attack.
Xander is going to walk away and reflect on all of these things which he has just learned.
Butters is going to follow him and slowly start taking off the doctor gear and putting it on himself.
I just
That's-
give it
that-
to you, and
that's
I go to
very
my
good.
room and close the door.
You're just getting
Oh, sorry.
followed and stripped by Butters so Butters could put the doctor outfit back on.
Yes, Butters is going to go then and examine the patient for himself to see how it's healing.
Sure, roll
That
me
would
a
be
hot.
best.
growing.
Yeah, you gain the exact same amount of information that Alexander says. He's like, Venus flytrap stuff.
Probably take it better though.
Weird planty things.
Weird stuff's happening. Not quite
Uh,
sure.
Me.
Are happening.
Seems like progress to Butters though, so he's gonna mark off another A+ on his chart and close up the curtain again and go back to his duties.
Excellent.
I don't think closing the curtain on a plant is a good idea. Don't they need light?
This is a patient. You have to give the patient privacy.
You're gonna inexplicably kill it.
You were gonna kill this freaking bush.
Not so far. He's been doing this for half a month now, and it's been getting more and healthier and healthier.
Oh, yes. And it's been growing. Strangely.
Oh, it's one of those plants that grow in the dark. Lovely.
Whatever Butter's been doing, he's been doing right.
Or it's just freaking.
Good rolls. That's what happens when you do good rolls.
Or it's just evil cupcake.
Butters is going to try baking. He's going to practice his baking for the day.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll it. What are you baking? Oh,
He tries to bake cupcakes. It doesn't turn out very
Fire
well.
gets revenge.
so, Butters, I need you to roll me a perception as you're cooking on the stove, right?
I see fire.
This is a mind roll. Nah, you don't notice anything. Anyways, tell me about these terrible cupcakes that, you're sure you set the timer just right? You set the timer perfect. However, these cupcakes burn. And, the fire was too hot, unfortunately.
He goes.
Just didn't realize it.
He goes over his recipe several times and then realizes he doesn't have any eggs.
You also lose 2 days worth of rations on the ship as you're trying to fix this disastrous cupcake.
Some of the
mixture.
plants get burned.
Yep. Eventually, you just have to toss it all out.
I see fire.
Butters shrugs, and that's all he's going to do for.
I believe you guys have. Let's see, you guys gained 8. You have 38 days worth. So I believe.
Yep. Silver throughout the day is trying to experiment with the frost curse to see what does and doesn't freeze.
How are you
Not-
experimenting?
Just taking the occasional small object like a squirrel bone or one of the gloves. Small objects, but he never lets his talon touch the actual boat.
What's your intention here?
Seeing how often something freezes and how often it doesn't.
Sure, yeah, go ahead and roll me. What would this be? A mind? Yeah, this would be a mind.
1, everything freezes. 3,
you
half
don't
the
figure
stuff
it out.
freezes.
Right? It's a mystery to you, right? You're staring at your blue hand, right? So your talon, right, isn't crystal clear like the penguin. It's just blue, right? And as you're like staring at this, you're like, I don't get it. And you make no progress in regards to figuring out what this curse is, or blessing, or you're not sure what.
It seemed pretty cursed.
It could be.
Thank God I can't feel that talon though, because that would probably be agony, just having my hand constantly frozen.
I mean,
So
to be clear, like everything in your talon works, right? The blood circulates through it. Everything looks normal. I mean,
just the nerves are dead.
Yeah, you just don't feel anything, right? It just looks blue. It's all natural. It just looks blue.
Yeah,
It's
and
not
like whenever I
crystal.
touch,
It's not crystal.
whatever I touch is just it feels cold if I touch at me.
Yeah.
And like there's like the occasional frost crystals, but nothing freezes. Thank God.
Nothing like, and that's like when you're sleeping on something, right? And you're just like laying there for a long time. You notice like where you placed your hand, like there's like a small outline of ice as you lift it up, but then that ice slowly disperses, right?
But
As
like
it
I'm
remains
like
temperatures. So it's just like
const-
sticking like ice cream out, right? And you notice like the small ice that develops around it, the environmental effect that it causes. That's what you do with your hand.
I'm reversing climate change one bone at a time. But like whenever I'm not experimenting, I have my glove on so I don't accidentally freeze something when I'm trying to not freeze things.
Excellent. Your caution probably stopped you from gaining any more information in regards to this. Sanders, what
Honestly,
is
it probably would have been better if I was maroon, because then I wouldn't have a reason to give a shit, and I could just smack everything, see what freezes. But
Sanders, what are you doing?
I'm reviewing all of my information on plants to see if I can come up with anything that's similar to what I have seen.
Sure, go ahead. Now, what is it that you're looking for specifically?
Of alternative sources of new signs of sentience and
Sure, go ahead and roll me.
anything.
I guess this would be herbology. This would be history. Yeah, this would be herbology skill. Definitely. So as you're like thinking back of like timber wolves and then ponies being turned into trees and stuff like that, you also gain like the sense of knowledge that there is sometimes sentient life being formed. Intelligent. Well, not necessarily intelligent, just animal-like intelligence that is birthed from this.
We're making a purple timber wolf. Timber pie. It's alive. It's a pie. Ah. God, it's such a door.
Anything else, Sanders? I think this is where he like eats into his food as he's like looking over and reviewing like paperwork. Right? It's like, wow, what is going on here? It's so weird, crazy.
Should I just roll my navigation?
That sounds like it to me. I don't think he's
Beep.
wanting to do anything else. Excellent. Go ahead and place yourselves as you continue moving through the day.
I'm meant to go to the right of that. Thank you.
That.
Please move there.
Well, once
Thank you.
again, you see like the coastline, right? A large section of beach and rocks and stuff like that. You see all types of matter of stuff. It parts ways for you.
Yeah, just like
No crit. So, okay. Is anybody doing anything that day? The crew, of course, are doing their chores, doing stuff like that.
Butters will practice his juggling.
Excellent. Let's see what type of entertainment you can provide for the crew. Correct?
oh
It is.
yeah, there's a crit. Woo.
It's die 10.
Yeah,
Roll a
D10.
D20.
Roll your
the D12.
Tell me
It's
about this
11.
awesome sauce juggling skills.
He starts off small with like a couple of potatoes that he picked up, and then he just starts adding more and more things until there's just this large arc of random objects from the ship that he's juggling.
He's just laying on his back and juggling with all 4 hooves.
During this time, Butters, you get a hacky sack. One of the crew members has been working on it, right? So while you're doing this juggling, he flings you during your juggling. He flings you a hacky sack, right? And you catch it, and you continue this juggling. You obtain an item, hacky sack.
Woo!
More ice touch experimentation on my part.
Excellent. Roll me a mind as you attempt to figure out what's going on. This is, I mean...
Freaking caution.
Too cautious.
I need to throw caution to the
Too
wind, but it's
cautious.
Silver, and he doesn't do that.
Right. As you're like experimenting and stuff like that, nothing happens, right? That day, 2 days ago, you think it might have just been a dream, right? Just some strange event. Might have just been a dream of you turning that penguin into ice and crystal. Yes, ice crystal. Did he disappear on us?
I'm back.
Can you hear me?
Discord kicked me.
Can you hear me?
Discord kicked.
Yes. I can
Okay.
hear Drexen and I can hear Silver.
There we go.
Woo.
Finally.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right, there we go. Okay, so what I was saying was that it was like a dream, right? 2 days ago, like you had that experience, and it's like, other than the blue hand and the feeling sensation, you gain no more knowledge, and it's just like you're getting used to it, right? Just getting used to the cold and the feel of everything.
Cold doesn't bother me anymore.
Yep. Sanders, what are you doing during this time? Eating. He's eating.
Big munch.
Yum 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 yums.
Nom nom. Big munch and crunch.
I'm going to see if I can come up with a potion that would be useful in reversing the effects of the ice.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a great
that'd be
idea.
very helpful,
Yes. Roll me a potions.
A potion of reverse
that is-
curse.
That is a
Crit.
Okay.
Roll that explode.
All right.
yeah, let's just say it.
Xanders, without something to experiment on, you do have someone to experiment on, but you don't know what the effects will be.
Oh, you're gonna try the potion on me?
Is that something that you suggest, Xanders?
Do you like to try? No.
I mean, I can't. Nothing. Sure. Take the glove off. Hold out the talon. Luckily, I can't feel anything if it like catches on fire.
Excellent. Sanders, as
Or-
you tell me how you're applying this appointment or potion or whatever. What is it that you're doing?
I'm going to take a and just apply a few drops on his hand.
Excellent. Silver, roll me a body.
Oh boy. I'm just gonna freeze it. I'm just gonna freeze the potion.
Oh God.
Would you like to spin a friendship token?
I
love
recommend
this.
yes.
Oh, you will? That's helpful.
Would you like to spend 2 or 3? What would you
I
like
mean,
to do
okay.
here?
I will spend one.
It's a reroll.
And
Would
one.
anybody like to spend any more? Excellent. Okay. Silver, for the briefest of moments, the potion lands, right? And it seems to like wash away that blue, right?
And then it
So it's
reappears.
only a few droplets, right? And as you're like watching it, it like rolls off, and it's like a dirty hand, right? And these like potion pellets begin to like wash it away. Do you continue pouring, Sanders?
Yes.
Silver just like looks at his hand and just
Excellent.
like
Silver.
going.
Roll me a final body check. Awesome. Awesome. Silver. Silver. You lose the quark. Blue hand. Or blue talon.
Silver does like a freaking air flip thing.
However, you still do not feel a sensation in your talons.
That I've gotten used to. Now the ice is gone.
Yes. Xanders, tell me, how is it that you cured this?
Silver give big hug now that he can.
I was looking for special ingredients on the island.
Yes. What is it that? What was this special ingredients?
A fire flower.
I think it was one of the Yup cups.
That's a
yeah.
creature.
You should probably keep a few of them.
That's a creature.
Xanders uses the last of the Zup cups ingredients in this potion brew. He got some of it, right? And
My hand is gonna hurt.
That's amazing. Amazing. Butters, yes. Game reputation, but Xanders, for cure-all.
Well, almost all. Still can't feel shit.
Xanders,
Whatever.
get the reputation cure-all.
Silver give big hug.
I understand.
Like a boss. Like a boss. Everybody's like, a big party is thrown as Silver's hand is cured, right? Everybody's like, oh, he's a black spot. He's not ever going to fit in again. There's a big, huge party that's going to be celebrated in honor of Xanders curing Silver Flare's black
Talon.
spot. Yeah.
Blue hawk.
Everybody gain a party kit as a big party is thrown. The captain, everybody is just like, woohoo! Everybody gain party kit. So kit party. They're not sure when they want to throw a party, but just let them know.
Do they want Butters to put on a show for this party?
They don't know. It's a big celebration for Xanders.
So what does Xanders want then?
Yeah. Everybody's like, woohoo, Xanders!
Of course, we're gonna put on a show.
I mean, he can get cake made. He can get some of his juggling equipment set up. He can play you a celebration song. He can do a. I mean, Butters is the mobile party for the group.
He's the Pinkie Pie.
So he'll start getting Penelope set up. He's gonna try to bake a cake again today.
So the question is, when do you want to throw the party? Because currently, all right, they weren't expecting this, right? You still have chores and stuff to do, but they want to actually throw a decent party for you guys to celebrate the cure of Silver Flare.
Silver's gone from like Fluttershy, just like meek and like nobody touch me, I might freeze you.
And nobody wants to touch you, right? At first. And now everybody's like, yay, welcome back.
On and happy.
Welcome back. They're patting you on the back and they're like, yeah, welcome back there, Griffin.
They say that like a wet somewhere.
So, Xanders, when do you want to have your party?
Do you want to have it on the ship, on land? Where do you want to have this party at? I think Captain Jackspot is like, "Hey, when do you want to have it? At sea or land? We still have a job to do, remember. But remember, we have a crew and a party. Where do you want this to be at?"
We enjoy sea parties.
A sea party, indeed. We shall have a sea party. What time? When we shall this sea party? I'll even bring out some of the cider, the hidden cider I've got down in the stores. This like brings up a cheer, right? Like, yeah, woohoo!
How about tomorrow evening?
Excellent,
In
wonderful.
before it's hard cider, and we have to deal with the drunk griffin.
It's just cider. It's just cider. It's My Little Pony. It's just cider.
I know.
It could be. It could be. And they do make the suggestion multiple times.
Goodly.
Excellent. You guys still have to make it through tonight. Go ahead and roll, Navigator.
Rolling. As soon as I can. There it is.
Mm.
4.
Okay, 4 is good enough. 4 is good enough. Go ahead and place yourselves as you can continue sailing, and night slowly descends upon you.
Butters is going to try baking again. He's going to try to bake a cake for Xander.
Excellent. You're not going to sleep?
He's going to, work through the night. He is a one-man party crew, so he's going to get busy.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll it. This will have some consequences. Yeah, is that a crit?
It is.
Oh, roll. Oh, okay.
Wait,
Tell me about this cake. Tell me about this awesome
Actually,
cake
no,
that you made.
It looks strangely like the bush pie. Like a little miniature cake of the bush pie. It's got like a little fondue pie tin it's sitting in. It's got what looks like leaves and stuff on top of it. It is a purple and chocolate cake.
Yes, the cake looks delicious. Do you show it to Xanders?
Yes, he will show it to Xanders for accuracy.
Xanders, do you approve of your cake? Awesome. He has the thumbs up. Butters, are you going to sleep during the day?
Yeah, he'll sleep during the day. He will put like a little makeshift cage around the cake to make sure that no one's going to take a bite while he's resting for the night. For tomorrow night to start setting the party up.
Roll me a mind as you cage this delicious cake.
I am going to spend some tokens of friendship.
Okay, excellent, because I am going to increase the tokens of darkness. And go ahead and roll for me.
I will spend. I'll spend one. Just one.
That's fine. Still increases. Yep. You pretty confident that you have secured your cake. Nobody should bother it, right? Silver, what is Xanders and Silver doing as Butters is currently sleeping?
Yeah, I might try to brew something for Butters to help him get through the night.
Sure.
Tired.
Like some
Makes
caffeine
coffee.
or something? Yeah, coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah, go ahead and brew us up a brew. See what we got here.
Make some coffee.
Some coffee.
Some coffee.
Correct.
That is exploding.
Butters, if you'd like, you can stay up during the day and suffer no ill effects. Sanders makes some crazy... What do you make, man? What is it that you make?
Mocha Frappuccino, triple calf. You just like open a Starbucks menu. You just open a. You know, Starbucks would be an appropriate MLP name for that place too. Like Starbucks. Never really.
Just say we found some wild coffee out there or something.
Sure. So this is some
Choose
wild
an actual-
coffee. Awesome. Butters, you suffer no ill effects and may stay up during the day. Silver, I believe, what are you doing? You've gotten your life back, right?
Yeah, I can do things except feel. It sounded way edgier than I was trying to make it sound.
I love it. I can do things.
So deep.
I can't feel.
I haven't feel in 2 weeks.
Almost. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Almost 2 weeks. A week and a half.
I've been able to feel it all 2 weeks.
Emo characters. What do you do, Silver?
Only in my hands. I do not know.
I mean, there is navigation.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of doing.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me that street navigation as you continue to work. It's a crit. Something good happens. All right. So we set the scene, right? We set the scene. Let's shift you all over to the boat.
Time for change hand view.
There.
We'll swipe.
Excellent. So in the distance, right, we have this party, right? The fog this night clears for you guys, right? And you literally see like the sun setting in the distant horizon, right? Setting in the west. So as you guys are like pulling out of the fog, right, of this party, and the sun is currently setting in the distance, and you can see like this beautiful sunset. What do you guys do during this party?
With his newfound energy, Butters is going to make the party complete. He's going to set up his comedy kit. He's going to tune up his piano. And when everyone's ready, he will begin the show.
I think there's like a hush.
Silver's helping bring up the cider.
Yes, the kegs of cider come rolling up, right? And everybody gets out a mug, and everybody like fills up. Xanders, what are you doing in prep? You see like this nice, beautiful cake brought out, right? You see cider being handed out to everybody. You see this beautiful sunset in the distance, right?
Well, I guess I just get a good seat and get some cider and.
Excellent. You have a piece of cake, cider on the side, and everybody hushes as Butters takes the stage.
First, he's going to open up with some music.
We get this show, right? We get the show. We get like a musical piece in this series, right? What is this musical piece? As we're getting like, what is the song? What's the song title?
Another sunny day.
Another sunny day. What's the lyrics of this? What's the lyrics of Another Sunny Day?
Oh boy! All right. Are you having him improv a song?
I mean, if he wants to, he doesn't have to.
That's
he
just
does
mean.
have a little lyrics.
Remember when I had to do that once as a bard? It was awful.
Yeah. Ew.
This is his plan, man. I got music here, by the way. I do have some music. However, some of it's taken away because of freaking Roll20.
I have a bard in Pokemon Tabletop, and basically I just use Ruby songs.
Another Sunny Day is played. It is a hit. It is a hit. We get like sea fish and turtles and stuff like that, like dancing around the ship. We have seagulls like landing and dancing. We get all types of like crazy stuff happening.
Adding like little cause to the
Yep.
adding cause to the beat.
As this Another Sunny Day plays for the audience, and everybody's like enjoying it, right? What's the tempo of it? Okay.
That's the best I come up with on the spot in less than
There's
a
the
minute.
chorus. There's the chorus. There we go.
Excellent.
Wow.
If I had more time, I would come up with a full song, but I don't have enough time. This is just the first part of a 3-part act from Butters for Xander's.
It's another sunny day. The crew gets into it. Xander's gets into it. Silver gets into it. Everybody is having this amazing celebration as they sing along with, "Hey, hey, hey, another sunny day. Everyone come out to play. Look and see, it's another sunny day." All right. So this song plays, right? And all the things are happening. Craziness, right? How does this perfect, wonderful party wind down?
During the song, he's going to add in some of his juggling that he's been practicing.
Oh yeah, this happens during the song, dude. This is like the piano plays itself,
Like,
right? The piano literally plays itself as you're juggling, right? Ooh.
That's not bad. It's a 5. That's not bad.
I'm going to spend a friendship token.
Yeah, go ahead.
Does the hacky sack upgrade his juggling?
It does not. It's just an item that you can use to juggle.
Okay.
I'm just picturing like he's
It's no bonus.
I will spend another friendship of token to roll a d20.
All right, you see it.
Oh boy, juggle.
Oh,
Hey.
Boy,
yeah.
juggle.
Whoop, whoop. You juggle them. You juggle them. Yes, that is awesome sauce. It is.
I like to think that you pretended to flub at first.
Well, of course.
Excite everyone.
Everyone gain a friendship token as this party is awesome. There's music, juggling, a cider, like all the party, right? Everything. Everybody gets this bound of resources, and friendship continues to grow within the ship. How does this awesome like Broadway show, $1 million production wind down? As like this is like this is a cruise now, right? It's becoming like a cruise.
Yeah, kinda is.
As the song finishes, Butters puts out some paws to hush the. He pulls out some of his party kit, his joking kit, and he's going to put on one last show for everyone to wind the night down.
Last show. What is it? What's it going to be?
He's going to put on a mock play of Xander's life. So he's going to try and put on a comedy show about Xander.
Interesting. So here's a good question, Xanders. Tell us a little bit about your backstory as Butters begins playing out Xander's life.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, force of that character background story. Yeah, I like this.
I mean, Butters doesn't do anything part way here.
Yeah, Butters is like, nope. Toss it over to him. So is this a tragic comedy or what is it? Well, tell me what type of... Set the mood for us, Xanders.
Well,
You evil man.
more of an adventure than anything else.
Oh.
Not really tragedy or comedy. No.
HP, what
Going
have
up
you
in
done?
In the Zebralands,
Tell me
my
about the
little
Zebralands.
village.
We have not seen the Zebralands. We've only heard rumors and speculation. Tell us about the Zebralands. Tell us about
well,
your lore. Where do you come from?
Very far off. bit more in touch with nature than the rest of the pony kind, it seems. Don't have all those large cities with towers and very down to earth lifestyle. And I was one of, let's say, 5 children. Just on, let's say, there you go. And everybody went out into the world and did their own thing, and then it was my turn. And I had an interest in plants, and I thought they were just really neat and zebra lore. So I, listened to the elders all the times, got all the stories from, basic folklore kind of things. And then they sent me out, and here I am, basically. Each adventure.
So Butters is going to take some liberties with your backstory. He's got to make it more dramatic.
Yeah.
So you're going to have an arch enemy that's, been a bully from when you were younger, and you're going to have this grand dream to go visit Equestria in the big city.
Oh boy. He's just like face huffing the entire time.
That is correct. I'm hiding.
I'm
my
picturing
face
Xander
for
just
most
like-
of this.
Oh god. Xander's
It's
just
pretty
like
good.
watching.
It's pretty good. It's not as great as the other two, but it's still pretty awesome. People enjoy it. People are curious about zebras, right? Because they're so like mysterious and where they come from. Their interest is a keen interest, despite its like historical inaccuracies. I think that's like where Xander's like, hey, that's wrong. And I think that's where
Hey,
like,
wait,
you
what
lose
the
some-
hell? No. Just like
Yes.
just like he has me play the bad guy, and I'm just like, wait, what?
It's like there wasn't any griffins there.
Yeah, no, it's just like I can't be mean. What? How do I mean?
And that's how the night ends. Anything else? It's like everybody seems to be party drunk, right? Feeling good vibes, having a good time. Everything seems to be working out.
It's around then Silver realizes, wait, where are
End
we
of the
going?
night, as things are winding down, Butters is going to check the progress of his patient.
Of course. Yeah, go ahead.
And,
Roll me a
and it's
mind.
also around then Silver realizes, wait, where have we been going? Like, did we weigh anchor?
Butters. This is where we have like a problem, right? When you go and check in on your patient's no longer there.
Butters scratches his head.
The
He
plant
looks
is no
underneath the
longer
covers.
Flower's gone. Entry number 18. The flower's gone.
He's going to go back up and try to get Silver. And motion for Silver to follow him.
Alright. Walking noises.
He leads him down and he pulls open the curtain, revealing an empty bed, and Butters points.
Like, are there any leaves there from the pie?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me like a navigation or tracking. You're trying to find out what happened.
No, I'm just like asking, do I see any leaves, or is this just like a random empty bed?
It looks like just a random empty bed.
Butters is going to point to his patient sheet of the bush pie and point to the bed, trying to motion that that's where the bush pie should be.
Mine to translate. Mine to translate. Okay.
So this is
wow.
when you notice, right? There seems to be like some sort of like dragging motion. You notice like there's like dirt being dragged.
Uh-huh.
It seems to be leading upstairs to where the party was.
Butters, follow me. Up the stairs, trying to find a pie thing.
Roll me another mind as you're hot on its trail.
Yeah, but the floor is brown now too, so whoa, I can see everything.
This is where you stumble upon it. Oh wow, what's going on here? Okay,
That was just
Exploded.
exploding. So
okay, that's fine. All right, I was like, ooh, oh, excellent. This is where you find your patient, right? Your patient has been like strewn out, so it's like strewn out, right? So like somebody must have taken it and like dumped it, right? Silver, you realize like this, whoever was like dragging the plant out of its like base, right? Out of its pot, dragged it up here, right? And it's now tipped over, and it seems to be heading towards like the nearest, I don't know, a cider and cake?
Is it moving on its own?
No, it's not moving. Somebody must have grabbed it, dragged it along the floor, and then went upstairs, and then spilled it out.
But everyone's been up here like all day.
Have they?
Pretty much. Like Butters is the only one who really goes down there. That's only for the patient thing.
Oh no, there's people that go up and down.
Butters
Knowing
is
Butters
going
would have
to-
seen people dragging this thing.
Butters is going to frantically run over and poke Xander's and motion for him to follow.
I follow.
On his way, he's going to pick up a piece of pie and cider and a glass of cider. Butters is going to point to the bush pie that seems to be on its side and that's been dumped out. He's going to try to resuscitate the bush pie with the cake and cider.
Sure.
He motions for Xander's to help him.
Oh, just yeet the pie
Are
in
you
the dirt.
helping Xander's? I mean, this crazy clown
I-
pony is like telling it to feed it
Eat it some cake. Pie.
cake and cider. You know that definitely like cake and cider is not good for plants. You know that specifically.
Well, usually, but considering we've been feeding this thing cupcake material and it's been flourishing.
Yeah. I still don't understand it, so I think I might just follow along.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a mind, Butter.
I help too.
Butters?
The
I'm
plant
gonna
just
have
lays
to-
there.
I'm gonna
Too
have
many
to,
limbs. Too many
you
limbs.
want to re-roll that? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The powers of darkness continue to grow.
That works.
Awesome.
I'm just like, oh crap, too many limbs. Too many limbs.
Sounds like it's destined to be a 2.
Too many limbs. The pot is too small.
So it just lays there, right? As you're like offering it like cake and cider and the plant. It's a plant, right? It's just laying there. Someone must have dragged this plant up onto the deck, right? Clearly, like, I don't know what you're doing here. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's emotional. It's an inanimate object. It's a plant. What are you doing?
Wasn't
It's
there
just
like
laying
the
there.
tentacle vine things on it earlier? We've made Flowey.
Butters is going to try to motion for Xander's and Silver to help him move it back to its patient bed.
I do so.
Helping. Big grab.
So, how are you doing this? Are you sticking it back in its pot and putting the
Oh.
dirt back in it, and then like carrying it back down?
Yes, he will
Yeah,
try
I-
to,
I
following
will do
Xander's
that
lead
part
because he
'cause I
doesn't
have-
know a whole lot about plants.
I will do
I
that
would-
part because I have hands, and I think it'd be easier to put a plant in a pot if you have hands.
That's true.
I don't know what you were expecting.
I will direct
Butters.
you.
There's probably a smaller chance of breaking the pot if you're using, fingers instead of hooves.
Well,
I mean, you guys
do
don't have to
have
roll.
like spades
It's-
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have been gathering plants for probably the past, 20, 30 days? So yeah, like transporting plants isn't even a roll now. You get your patient back to bed, right? Not sure what happened. Someone must have grabbed it and dragged it upstairs. You're not quite sure who or what. Or
Butters
what happened.
is so just gonna sleep with this thing now, isn't he?
I mean, he might. He's got to keep an eye on his patient.
Maybe you're hallucinating. You're almost staying up for 24 hours, right? Maybe you're just a little crazy. A plant.
The plant's just dragging itself.
Yep, Butters. Thanks, everyone. He gets on the doctor stuff, and he's going to keep tonight as he tries to keep an eye on the plant. But he will probably end up falling asleep. But he will have some cake and cider nearby to put in the soil of the plant.
All right. Sounds like Butters is going to bed. What are you doing, Draxon? Or what are you doing, Xanders? And what are you doing, Silver? Party's been awesome. It was a hit. It was a success. There was just this small minor hiccup of like someone dragging out poor Butters' pie bush.
I think I'm just gonna go to bed too.
Okay.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Excellent. We'll head back over to the map then.
I fly up, help steer us a bit to navigate, and then I head back to bed. Oh, I gotta pan view back over to us.
Navigation.
I will as soon as I get my map back on the boat, please.
Dice.
Please,
Papa,
please.
dice.
Can-
I like that. I like that.
Can Lucan, can you ping me, please?
Sure, yeah.
Mobile-
I'll bring you
mobile-
over. Right there.
Me all of a sudden. Thank you. The only issue with mobile is that it just disagrees with you with everything. Woo!
Awesome. You guys make headway. You guys clear 2 paths. That was a crit, right?
2 times in a row.
You can move 2 spaces. Yeah. Because fair weather, the sun, right? The wind is at your back, and you guys are on fire tonight. Everything seems to be working out for you guys. I'm going to assume you cleared this one off.
Yep.
A gentle breeze, a constant gentle breeze, lifts your sails as you make your way through the world.
I like how I rolled a crit and then a 1 on the explosion 2 times in a row.
I'm waiting for that reverse. I'll wait for that reverse. That's when I get to do stuff. But you guys are on fire tonight. I think we should end
He's
this
rolling
episode
every
now
crit.
because you guys are so good tonight. I think I need to nerf you guys' on fire hot dice.
I
Stop it.
low-key kind of wanted to keep the ice hand. Like, out of character, I wanted the ice hand just so I could, like, have, like, a touch of frost ability late game. But this is good, too.
Excellent. All right, everybody, say
I
goodbye to
also
the
forgot to
audience.
place myself for the. I also forgot to place myself for the morning thing, too.
All right.
Like, the morning movement.
Well, not yet. Not yet. That'll be in the next episode. I'll
No,
see you
like,
folks.
last morning's movement.
Next
Yes,
one.
like,
Bye.
twice for the night, but I didn't move for the morning.